Hello, Goobers! I'm Luke, and I make games, and as a game developer, I have too many ideas that never go anywhere. I will start making something and then lose motivation. Here are some of the games that I have never made, but with a twist. I am actually making one of these right now. If you can correctly guess which one of these games I haven't given up on, then you can add a feature to it. With that explained, let's get to the first game. Game 1 is a tower defense game I was making with my friend. He would do the art and send it to me so I could program it. Now, at this point, I could only program on Scratch. So you can see the first version of it that doesn't have any of Quentin's awesome art on Scratch. The game was called Island Defense. You would place towers down to stop these little blob guys from getting onto your island. The levels would tell a story of the blobs invading your island, with each level having unique special enemies that have special gimmicks. The art Quentin made for this game is so good, I'm sad that it's going to waste. Some reasons why I stopped working on this game are as follows. Firstly, there are so many different tower defense games, and I wasn't really doing anything unique with this one. The second reason is that I wasn't having fun programming it. When I decided to move the project from Scratch to Unity, I didn't want to remake all of it just to move the platform, which ultimately led to it being forgotten about. Game 2 is a mascot horror game where you play as a mechanic at an old abandoned theme park called Barry's Playland. This park was based off of an in-universe TV show called Barry's Playhouse. You would walk around the park, fixing up rides and interacting with the animatronic characters. However, the characters would slowly get more hostile as you play through. They would get hostile because they are programmed to protect kids, and one day in the park, a past worker's carelessness led to the death of a child. Huh! Children's characters trying to kill you? Dead children? Sounds like literally every other mascot horror game ever made. Which is part of the reason why it got scrapped. Another reason why I didn't want to continue making it is because I couldn't code that well at the time. I could only code on Scratch, and I wanted to wait until I learned Unity to make this. And now that I've learned Unity, it's just been forgotten about and given up on. Game 3 is a Cuphead clone that was all about my channel's mascot's backstory. In case you didn't know, this little character, who is my Minecraft and Roblox avatar, doesn't actually represent me. I was bored one day and started writing a backstory for my Roblox avatar. Long story short, he was a normal guy, but he ended up getting possessed by a demon, but he kinda made peace with the demon, and so the demon only controls half of him. Also, his name is Double, which explains the title of this game. In terms of gameplay, Cuphead is a boss rush, and so my game was going to be a boss rush as well. I had only planned out the first boss, who was a musician. His first phase was him playing piano, and you had to dodge notes on sheet music. Next, he would play guitar, and you had to dodge sound waves. Finally, you would be shrunk down onto drums and dodge whatever drum he hits. The reason why this got scrapped is because Cuphead is already a perfect game. Why should I remake it when I can just play the original? Another reason it got scrapped is because modding exists, and I could just mod Cuphead if I wanted to make this, instead of just remaking the entire game from scratch. I came up with Game 4 when I was playing Balatro. I loved the RNG aspect of it, in the sense that RNG doesn't just kill a run. Whether you win or not is about how you play what you're given. I wanted to make a game that was similar to this, but I also wanted to play a horror game as seen in Game 2 of this video. So I had the genius idea to combine them. So in this game, you are trapped in a maze with monsters. Your goal is to escape the maze without getting caught. The roguelike aspect of it would be in the monsters. After each run, you will get 3 random monsters shown to you, and you have to choose at least one new monster to be added into the maze. Each monster would have a reward based on how hard the monster is to avoid. With the money you earn from each monster, you could buy items or upgrade the player. You would play through as long as possible, adding more monsters without dying. The reason why this got scrapped is because it was just so complicated. I had ideas for like 150 different monsters. That's a lie. I actually just had ideas for a ton of monsters, but I didn't want to make each and every one. So, there's this web series made by the Twitch streamer Ranboo called Generation Loss. It is a series of live streams where the main character, Ranboo, is put into crazy situations and must escape. The audience watching the live streams could vote on what Ranboo would do in specific scenarios. The first episode is a cursed cabin, the second is a Saw parody, and the third episode, I won't spoil because it is amazing. I recommend you watch it for sure. However, there is a bit of gore, but it's cartoony gore, and there is a long of strong language, so if you don't like that, I'd recommend not watching it. One main reason this got scrapped is because we didn't see everything that we could have, so I would have to make up what happens with different characters and different scenes and when you make different choices. I wanted the game graphics to start at pixel art and then go to cartoonish and then go to realism, which is way too demanding for just one person, which is part of the reason why this got scrapped. So yeah, these are the games that I haven't made, except for one of them, which I am actually making. Write your guess in the comments, along with the feature you would add into that game. I will only pick the first 3 comments that get it right, if I even get 3 comments of it. So look forward to a devlog video about one of these games sometime in the near future. One last thing I would like to say is that only comments on this video count, not any of the shorts talking about the individual games. Anyway, that's all. Bye!